Hello everyone, welcome to mitramath.com. In this video, we are going to review some questions similar to final exam grade 9 math relate to converting percentage to decimal fraction and vice versa. So let's quickly start with the question number 1, which is asking you write each percent as a fraction. First of all, you need to know the percent means per means out of, and cent means 100. It means out of 100. So 13%, it means 13 units out of 100 units. So you simply change the percent to the fraction. But is it my final answer? Always you have to check your fraction to if it is in the simplest form or not. Can you reduce this fraction? No. Therefore, 13 over 100 is final answer for this question. 13% is 13 over 100. Let's do example number 2. 125%. So again, 125% would be 125 out of 100. Is it my final answer? No, because you're supposed to reduce your fraction for the exam. So as a result, you need to reduce top and bottom. You know that 25 can to go top and bottom evenly, but let's say in final exam, you don't remember. So obviously, both of them can be reduced by 5. If you reduce it by 5, would be 25 on top. 100 by 5 would be 20. Yes, would be 20. So as a result, the answer so far is 25 over 20. Is it final answer? No, because still you can reduce it. If you again reduce by 5, 25 by 5 would be 5, and 20 by 5 would be 4. Just write down your fraction is 5 over 4. Can I reduce this fraction? No. Therefore, final answer is this. Okay, 1.2. It would be 100 on denominator and 1.2 on top. So is it final answer? Obviously no, because fraction shouldn't have decimal. To get rid of decimal, you have to multiply this guy by 10. Obviously, you must multiply denominator by 10 as well. Whatever you do on top, you have to do it on bottom. Whatever you are doing on bottom, you have to apply on numerator as well. Okay, this times this, if I multiply 1.2 by 10, would be 12. And these two guys give me 1000. Is it my final answer? No, because you can reduce this fraction. Let's reduce it. If I reduce top and bottom by 2, I'll get 6 on top and 500 on bottom. 6 over 500. Is the final answer? No, because still you can reduce. 6 by 2 would be 3. 500 by 2 would be 20. 250. So recorded would be 3 over 250. Can I reduce? No. This is the form we were looking for. So therefore, so far the answer is 3 over 250. Other part of the question is asking you to write a percent to a decimal, or maybe it's asking you to change decimal to percent. So when you're playing with percent decimal or decimal percent, just move the decimal point to the left or right. I will let you know. I'm not going to deeply in depth go to the topics and explain everything because this is just for final exam review. I try to be very quick and fast to just review with you the type of the question. If you need more explanation, please follow my other videos. Okay, so therefore, when you are going to work with percent and decimal or changing decimal to percent, always move the decimal point shifted to the left or shifted to the right. In that case, when you are going to change percentage to decimal, move the decimal point to the left. If you are going to change decimal to percent, move the decimal point to the right. Okay, so let's do together. I'm going to change percent to decimal. I have to move the decimal point because percent has 2 0. I have to shift to the left twice the decimal point. Okay, 1 and 2. The decimal point should sit here and just fill the gap with 0. This one is 0, before decimal point is 0, and record your final answer would be 0.0006. 0.001230006. Finished. Next example is easy, yes? Okay. What is the decimal point here? There is no decimal point, but you know that any number has decimal point. The decimal point is here. I'm going to change percent. I have to move it to the left. How many units? 2 units. So 2 decimal points. 1 and 2. Decimal point should sit here. So as a result, I would have 1 decimal point, 4 and 5. Done. How about this place? So decimal to percent, you have to move to the right. How many decimal point? You have to shift it twice. So let me change the color to see better. So this is decimal point. I have to move this decimal point twice, 1 and 2 to the right. So therefore the answer is 0.53 decimal point. You know that this 0 has no word, so it's not worth, so you can simply cross it down or eliminate it. Final answer is 53. Okay, next one. Again, shift to the right because decimal to percent to the right. So 2 places, 1 and 2. So therefore would be 0, 2, 1, decimal point 5. You know that you can eliminate this, guys. Final answer is 21.5. How about the last one? Again, you have to shift the decimal point to the right to make percentage. 1 and 2. Fill the gap with 0. So therefore answer is 2, 3, 0, decimal point. You don't need decimal point, okay? So therefore answer is 2, 3, 0. Check your answer. Change decimal to percent. Final answer should represent with a percent. Don't forget the percent sign. So therefore here you have to have percent sign. You may lose mark if you don't put the percent because you change decimal to percent. Decimal to percent. Final answer should have decimal point. Percentage point symbol, my bad, sorry. And again, you had the decimal, you change it to percent. Don't forget the percentage sign. This is final. Okay, last question. You may face with this type of the question. Changing fraction to percent. When you have fraction to percent, you have 2 ways. First step, look at to the denominator. If you can convert it to 100, do it. Otherwise, you have to go for the long division. Okay, look at to this. Can I change 25 to the 100? Yes. How can I do that? By multiplying. If I multiply this guy by 4, I'll get 100. Whatever you do on denominator, you have to do on top as well. 12 times 4 would be 48. Therefore, final answer is 48%. Yes, percent. Next example. Can I convert this 50 to 100 to 100? Yes. By what? By multiplying by 2. Yes. Therefore, you have to multiply top by 2 as well. Would be 14. As a result, the final represents this one as a percent. Question asking you to represent as a percent. So as a result would be, it's ready to represent it. When a denominator is 100, it's ready. So therefore it would be 14 out of 100. It means 14%. Last. Can I change these 3 to the 100? No. So when you cannot do that, you have to go for the long division. Let me just erase this one. So therefore, I have to use the second strategy, which is dividing 2 by 3. How many 2 goes to 3? Nothing. So you need the decimal point and extra 0. How many 3 goes to 20? Obviously, 6 times would be 18. Subtract 2. Bring another 0 down would be 0. How many goes? Again, another 6. 6 times 3, 18. 2. Another 0 down would be 0. Again, another 6 would be 18, and so on. It's repeating 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Just a 3 decimal is enough for me. So therefore, I can rewrite my mixed number in this way. I have 3, and instead of this fraction, I can write 0.666. 0.666. Okay. Is it a percent? No. For the percentage, I have to, first of all, because this 6 is repeating, I have to, let's say, round it to 100. If I round it to 100, my decimal would be 0.67. Okay? Now I'm ready to represent as a percent. How can I change to percent? By moving this one to the, do you remember? If you want to do, you have to move it to the right. Yes? Once and twice. So as a result would be 367%. That's all for now. I'm hoping that this video helped you to have a very quick review on final exam grade 9 math. If you find this video helpful, please just share with your friends, and see you in next video.